Wow,
are very
they come
personal.
alive.
It's like if you like it, like you feel good about it, or if when you see a piece, you just don't like it at
Wow.
all. But there's something like it moves you. So that's what I mean.
Very nice. How long does it take you to finish?
Most of these are done in one session. It
Just
would
one
take
session,
long as
3
one
hours,
session.
the 2 to 5 p.m. one?
about 3 hours would be enough.
Really?
But sometimes I'm not able to finish it, so I'll bring it home and then finish it in my
These
studio.
are pastels?
Yes.
Ah, I would have thought they were
Some of them are
watercolor.
oil pastel because
Oil
I also
pastel.
do.
Wow.
I also use oil pastel.
Beautiful.
So where'd you get the lady, the head?
This
You copy it
we borrow it from the shops there in
from
Shangri-La Mall.
Shangri-La. So most
They
of
have-
these were from Shangri-La?
Yeah, most
Oh,
of these
so
works
this is from
were
the
done in
Saturday Club.
Shangri-La during
My
our
gosh, you can
sessions.
do one piece in 3 hours.
And the great thing about art is there's no age limit.
Yes.
Right? How young is the youngest member of your Saturday club?
Actually, there was a time we had grade schoolers because they were really talented and we
Took them in.
But
Right.
now they're already graduating in fine arts also.
Good.
And you have like
the-
60s,
yeah, the oldest
70s,
member of your Saturday club.
80s.
Yes, 80. Malang is our member. He's our chairman emeritus.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
so amazing.
See, I like the colors.
It really comes alive.
Thank
Beautiful.
you. Thank you.
See, I want to go. I want to watch him.
And watch
And
them.
yeah,
at
and
work.
watch
Yeah.
everybody and see how it is. I mean,
That would be nice
for 3
if you can-
hours.
Tomorrow we will be having our session there at Shangri-La Mall.
Tomorrow is Sunday, so
Yeah,
meaning
so
next
meaning next, yeah,
next Saturday.
week, yeah. Next Saturday, 2 to 5 p.m. You
Ah,
can watch.
You can have there.
They missed it already today.
Ah,
So,
yeah. I'm
So
sorry.
after that, okay, after you do your work, you go home, or you all,
Have
you
merienda.
Yeah, you eat
Yeah,
out
we
and
have
you talk about it.
merienda,
And where
we-
do you put all your work?
We have our what do you call this, artist bags, and we put our, once we're through with it.
So what if it's still wet?
we use soft pastel. It's
And it
we
dries
just,
out?
Oh,
Okay,
the
okay.
medium's always soft pastel at the Shangri-La.
because that's the most convenient to use when you have on the spot sketching.
Did you have to ask permission from the mall?
Yeah, we had the official arrangement with
See,
them.
that's so
They're
nice
our
that
hosts.
Shangri-La is supporting
Yeah.
the arts.
Yeah.
And then there is a space there. Okay, let me think. Okay,
Where
third
there, Figaro? It's on
third
the other
floor.
side,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Show Boulevard side.
So 2 to 5 p.m. we
Ah,
must
okay,
drop
okay.
by.
Yes.
Anyway, it's before
So-
taping.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's
So-
see. We go there.
We have to be here by 8, so we'll do our makeup early. Yeah, let's go to Shang first before we go to Tony and Guy, then we can come here.
Yeah, well, no, we
Next
can.
week.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
go. No, we can have our makeup done, and we can go there, and they might just choose us to be a model of something.
Yeah, why not? If you would want to pose for us, especially if you have, let's say, special clothing that you would like to wear. And
What if
then,
we don't want to wear anything?
That would be.
Not in the mall,
I'm
MTRC.
just asking. No, I'm just asking.
But we had some celebrities that posed
That
for us
posed?
in nude.
And nude.
Yeah.
And where
I
was
think
it done? In a
doesn't have to
house?
be like,
In a private place, of
Oh.
course.
And how many were
because,
you?
Around 30 also.
So, do you get excited?
At first, when you hear that you'll be having a celebrity as a model, you're quite excited. But
Once
once
you
you
work-
start working,
kicks
Wala na.
Work
yes,
mode.
you just look at them as if they're also
Subject.
flowers or
They're just a
Yeah.
subject, yeah.
Well, it's yeah. Like it's also in show business when you have, when you have kissing scenes and maybe people get excited. Depends on who their leading man or
Yeah,
leading
but
lady
after
is,
a
and then
while,
after that,
it
then you just
becomes-
do it. I mean, there's so many people watching. I mean,
yes,
there's a
yes,
cameraman,
yes.
and you're doing it
we're
for
all
work.
people.
right.
Ah, how
Okay.
interesting. Okay, so when you were teaching, did you ever fall in love with any of your students?
No, let's not make him answer that now. Because yeah, not yet, not yet.
Later.
When we get back from commercial break, because I have a feeling it's going to be a lengthy discussion. But before we go to commercial, remind everybody of your address. That's
Yes.
99.
And like, what time can they go there? What if you're still sleeping?
Yes.
I
Do you have
think it would be better if they contact me
Appointment,
through
yes.
my cell phone. Can I
Okay.
give my
Yeah,
cell phone?
sure,
number?
sure.
It's 0920
0920
920
920
8149.
8149.
So 0920 920 8149.
The name of our artist here is Buds Convocar, and his multiply site is
budsconvo.multiply.com. They can see my works there.
Yes.
Most of the works that I do.
Available, ah?
Some are still available,
Well, he
some
can
are
make it
already sold.
We'll have a lot more of Buds and his budding artwork when we come back. So don't you go away, because we're gonna discuss his love life.
She said at kasama pa rin po natin ang isang pintor na napakagaling, and we are really so inspired, si Buds Convocar. Okay, and before that, we'd like to give you a present. Okay, we have some soap here, antimicrobial soap, and also some hot chocolate with agaricus from Classic Herbs Corporation. Thank you to Tita Lilian,
Thank
to
you very much.
John, Jay, and Tita Cora.
And also thank you to SM, and thank you to Tony and Guy, Cherry, Tere, Wendell, TJ, and
Kai.
Kai.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, so SM Department Stores for our clothes. We'd also like to thank Mert Besa of Besas. I'd like to thank Dr. Levy and Dr. Anna Lansangan of Shimian, Manila.
And I'd like to thank Francis Maligon Chow for the R&M dried mangoes and dried pineapples that
Yes.
we're giving to Buds. And
Oh,
also
thank
thank you to Beverly Hills 6750. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so my
Back to the hanging question.
Okay, so you have been teaching. You taught in different schools. You taught in
FEU.
in Benilde,
Benilde.
UE, Saints Co, FEU. And did you ever fall in love with any of your students?
I did when I was in UE. I had a
Yes.
girlfriend who was,
Oh, you had a girl. She became your girlfriend.
yeah.
And what grade did you give her?
When I courted her, she was no longer my student.
I see. Okay, what kind of a student was she? Was she a good
Did you like her
student?
work?
Did she have
Were you attracted to
beautiful
her
work?
or to her?
No, I fell in love with her. Not with her work.
okay.
Did she have good work? Pwede na.
She's quite good, but
Okay.
not
Not exceptional.
excellent. Not
Not
exceptional.
excellent. So it must be true love because you didn't fall in love with her work.
Yeah.
Okay, so she became your girlfriend.
Yes.
And then?
Unfortunately, we parted ways.
Oh, so did you work together? I mean, like, would you sketch together? Would you do artwork together? Like, she'd be beside, parallel.
Did you Saturday
I know.
club
work?
together?
No. She had her own style. She had
Mm-hmm.
her own way of doing her art pieces, and I have a very unique medium. The one you saw in relief.
Yes.
It's not being done by
Anybody else?
anybody else.
Which is why.
Ah.
Ooh.
It's quite tedious. You have to cut up every piece and assemble
Right.
them,
Yeah.
and then.
So maybe that's the one you can give us because it's unique, right? Why? You're so happy to
we'll
give
see.
us.
We'll see.
So 15 years teaching, do you think teaching had inspired a lot of students? Because you know how you weren't quite sure what you wanted to do until a classmate suggested you to take fine arts. Do you think teachers are very important in developing artists?
Yes, of course. Right now, I have this. My students before who are being touted as up and coming artists.
Wow.
They have accomplished a lot, and I would like to think that I was part
Yes.
of their
Of course.
development.
Right.
And aside from that, because my main course was advertising, not
not
painting.
okay.
Not painting. A lot of my students are awarded advertising awards. Like,
Ah.
we have the yearly advertising events.
So you're
they
still in
garner
touch with them.
awards.
So every year you see each other.
I see them from in different art events.
Yes.
So I'm
That's
quite
good.
proud of them.
And speaking of students, for those that want to take art classes with you, you don't normally have a one-on-one session, but you don't suggest students that are too young because you
Like
say,
how old? Yes. Can they
their
start?
attention span is too short. You were saying earlier.
For let's say children who are aged between 7 to 10, you can give them art activities.
Art activities.
Art
right?
activities that would get their interest, like molding clay.
Right.
Yes.
But for,
But for the real art
structured,
class, not yet.
structured classes, I think the good age should be, the right age should be around 12.
Right.
Well,
But sometimes, of course, there are exceptional
Yes.
children who can already follow structured lessons. Maybe you can give them those kinds of workshops.
I teach in Gymboree, so that's children 0 to 4 years old. I had a student for arts too. He was 3 years old, and every single week we had free painting. Okay, so you give them 3 colors, and you give them a brush, and then you let them do. So the others, like they use their hands instead of the brush. And there was this one student. He was Korean. His work was always very nice. I mean,
Really?
like
At that
of
age,
course,
huh?
everybody had nice work, but you
Yeah.
know, some people would just draw on one side, some people would only use one color, and some people would just dab and everything, and there would be a hole in the paper. But he would use the whole paper, and he would use different colors, and I mean, for me, it was really beautiful, the skills and everything, and every week it was like that. And I was
Wow,
like,
he
my
was
gosh, and he was only like
consistent,
3 years old.
Imagine if he takes classes. You know, I
Yeah.
think the teacher matters a lot. Like I took art classes before also at the Ayala Museum, and I didn't think my work was, you know, but when I took classes with E.R. Tagle, then I noticed that there was a difference. Even if my interest was the same.
Okay,
So
how did you start, like in the CCP? What? You just went? You just read it?
nothing. I just saw art. Ayala Museum offers art class. So me, I'm one to
Oh,
take
Ayala,
all
sorry, yeah.
classes, right? Whether it's pottery
Yeah,
or
yeah.
voice or whatever. So I just enrolled and I went and I did it. It was like 3 months every Saturday. And then same with, I just saw like a sign, oh, art classes. Okay, it's Makati, cool. So,
Yeah.
so I went and I took a class and then I went for another session.
So what difference did you see from the one in
It's
Ayala?
a teacher. It's a teacher. The teacher makes a lot of difference. Because the one in Ayala, he was just like basic, like, okay, this is it, okay, yeah, copy, whatever. With E.R. Tagle, he will sit down with you and
Okay,
he-
so they actually showed a model and then
yeah,
you
they
copied
show
that.
like a vase or whatever, and then okay, copy that
okay.
vase and the flower. But E.R. Tagle would like sit down and tell you, okay, maybe you know this and that. He would never tell you, because I went into it not knowing. My first concern was I can't draw. If I play Pictionary, you draw, I guess, right?
Okay.
I
You can't draw, like you
I
can't-
can't do a straight line. I
Okay.
can't
Like
draw.
a circle, you
My
can't draw a
people are
circle?
stick figures. So I was concerned about taking art class because I didn't have the talent.
Yes.
But
You were interested.
But I was interested. But as Buds was saying earlier, straight lines are
For engineers.
So
So-
even if she's like that, like, you know, she has the interest, but she knows she can't draw a straight line or a nice balanced circle, then
It doesn't follow. You don't need straight lines for doing art pieces. It really depends on your creativity and your imagination.
okay,
Right.
so let's say somebody like me, okay, I never took art classes. You think that if I had any little talent and I went to class, it would really bring it out? Or if I didn't have any talent at all, it could still develop? Or
It really depends on your passion. If you're passionate about it, you will learn, definitely.
okay.
But I think you'll be able to because you can do good makeup, and it's all about mixing colors. No, it's about mixing colors and you know and
Well, I can draw a
blending
straight
and,
line. I can
you
draw
know.
a circle, but I'm not an engineer. It's not for engineer.
Maybe you just haven't tried, but
Okay.
if you try,
So when will we have our free classes with you?
Let's pressure him. I don't.
Okay, so like if you're going to give us really seriously, huh? If we have classes, you would accept the two of us, or should we have to invite other people? I don't want to invite other people, just
No,
the two
just
of us.
us.
Yeah.
but it's also nice to have other people around
Because you get to see
you
their
can
work.
compare
Yeah.
your work. You can
See the different-
observe
yeah.
them on how they do these techniques and styles. Actually, I learned a lot from my co-artists.
For you, really?
Yeah. So
Which is probably the purpose of your Saturday club, so you
Yeah.
can see everyone else's work.
this is a funny story. When I was first invited to join the Saturday group, I was not really good with representational work.
Representational work meaning.
Representation meaning you have to draw flowers like flowers. You have to draw
okay.
vases with complete
realistic or
details.
something, yeah.
Realistic. What I was good at is with my mixed media.
Uh-huh.
My representational work, my realistic works were just so ordinary. So when I joined the group, I was quite amazed with the talent that all the members had.
Yes.
So I observed them, and then eventually I learned, and that's the reason
can
why
learn from the others
you're
as well.
appreciating my
Ah.
soft puzzle works now.
Okay.
Oh, we
and
want to
then-
see the other batch of
Yes,
artwork
yes,
that
I
we
want
have,
to see.
which
But-
is
Which,
the,
these are watercolors,
Watercolor.
abstract watercolor works.
there it is.
Yes, these
Wow.
are.
Okay. I also noticed in with Cutie, she had some nude sketches.
I never wanted to do nudes,
Okay,
except my professor, my teacher, E.R. Taglia, said you have to do it for proportion, like the eyes, or the nose. So
Yeah.
we
It's
started with
important.
But that's so
yeah,
difficult.
drawing the eyes, the
I mean,
nose,
I
and then the
think
mouth.
If you draw a face, that's so difficult.
That's where the
It is
discipline
difficult.
lies.
Oh my god.
You know what's also hard? Even the hands and the feet, they're hard.
Yeah. No, but I
Yeah.
think I think I can draw feet more than a face, especially the nose.
And the eyes. So like the exercises, you
I
have to
think
draw
the
the
eyes, yeah,
different
but the
eyes.
nose-
But
It's
you
so
know
hard to
what?
draw
For me, it's
nose.
harder to draw feet than a face.
See, I told you, feet is
Yes.
hard. I had the hardest
No, I
time drawing the feet.
Okay, well, it depends what angle.
Because unlike the face, you can see the eyes, the nose. But for the feet, sometimes it would look like as if it's just
Yeah.
a piece of gnarled roots.
Yeah, or
really.
like a shoe. So I found the foot the most challenging part. I spent the most time on the foot.
Okay, so if we start, let's say we start classes, what is the first thing you're going to ask us to do, and what are we going to bring? I mean, what's the best medium to use?
The most basic would be pencil and paper.
What kind of pencil?
Ordinary pencil would do
Any
because
pencil?
we will start with
You.
proportion.
Yeah.
Because it's
getting
important.
excited.
Proportion
Proportions are important, yeah.
is very important.
Okay.
That's the reason why you're saying it's hard to do a figure.
Yeah,
But
a face.
there are ways on how you would go about it by comparing one part of the face to the
I see.
whole. That's where you get the proportion.
Right.
Like, for example, the space between the two eyes would
Yes.
be one eye. That's the basic
I
proportion.
see.
Really? I
Yeah.
never
How
knew that.
exciting. You know, actually, my daddy is, he paints, well, when he has time, okay? So he paints a little, he's trying to draw all his grandchildren now.
No kidding.
Yeah, so you give a
That's
nice picture
something.
and then he'll try to paint them.
So you must
far,
have it in you.
I don't know. And then my mother-in-law, she actually, she also paints and she does drawings with ball pen. So different colors of ball pen.
That's harder.
Yeah, and it's really nice and neat and everything. I mean, like, her strokes are very
Very disciplined.
Disciplined,
Yeah,
yes. And she even copies some. Like she copied one of Anita Magsaysayho, but she asked her permission and she showed it to her, and she said, "Oh, mas maganda pa yan," you know. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know. But I'm
I
excited.
have a feeling
Maybe it's
your
in your
work will
blood.
be good. But like her, she has like a history of her dad being able to do artwork. Anybody from your family before you?
What I can remember is my cousin, who's quite older than me.
Yeah.
He was, whenever I have these projects that needs complicated drawings, I
turn to
go
him.
to him, and he was really quite good.
What were the first things you started drawing as a kid?
When I was in my elementary years, all my classmates were were doing stick figures, I
Yeah.
was already
Doing faces and silhouettes and-
complete with the head, the hands.
So
Maybe
it
it's not in the proper proportion, but it's not
It was
stick
there
figures.
already,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, stick
Oh,
figures.
there's-
that's why I think you would do good because I've seen you draw for Annika and Andrea and
Huh?
yeah, like just like basic drawings, you know,
Really?
like with, you know, they always get pen
I
and
mean,
paper.
yeah,
and you
but
draw.
if I copy, maybe if I copy, I can copy.
Yeah. So I like look over and you can draw, so that's why I think you'll do good.
But yours, I mean, I'm surprised because I didn't see that in your room.
Wow.
The main thing that we need when we want to be in the arts is our passion, our
Passion.
interest.
Okay, I have a
As
question
long
for
as you have that,
So let's say,
you'll never go
let's say
wrong.
you're a teacher and then you saw Cutie's work. Okay, what do you have to say? Honestly, I mean, not
Yeah,
just
don't
because,
be nice
not because she's in front
I'm
of
an amateur and I can take it.
You have what it takes to become better. You have the skills. You have the skills. You just need some refinement, some more pointers to improve your work. I saw one of
you. She
the
needs a boyfriend to inspire her more.
I saw one of the nudes that you draw, the one showing the back.
Oh.
It was quite good.
Wow.
It's an excellent piece.
Oh, yeah, I'm really impressed.
Wow.
See?
Good. So yeah,
But
we
that's
must
not
take
not
classes.
just because she's in front of you.
No, no, no.
But do you
I've
have,
been-
like, if you have a student, right, and you feel like the work is really not good, how do you tell them
Yeah,
that?
what if she's so passionate
Okay, because
about
if
it?
it's either of us, you can tell us and we won't get hurt.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
not everyone is like us. Some people are more, you know,
Not, yeah.
This a very interesting story. I had this student who was really not doing well in my class, and it was the start of the semester, and what I told him, if you're just going to do something like this in my class, you better transfer to
Another class.
another course like
Okay.
right.
management or
Yes,
something.
yes, business.
But instead of
Transferring.
in transferring, he took it as a challenge. So next time he showed his works to me, it was quite good. And I told him, this is the one that I'm looking for.
Right.
So
So maybe it was he didn't have the confidence and you gave it to him.
maybe he's just not really trying his
Underachieving,
his best. And then when I told him to transfer, and he didn't want to transfer. He really wants to finish a fine arts degree. Then he improved. And right now, he's a very successful artist. He's my colleague now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, for those that do well in fine arts, normally they go on to do what sort of work after
For
college?
fine arts, if you're
Designers.
yeah, you can do a lot of
Interior
things.
designers.
Especially, you can do illustrations for books, animation,
Yeah, because
Yes.
one
Photography
of our Filipino,
Or fashion designers.
fashion
yeah.
design.
like he's doing animation for Disney and
Yes.
he
Yeah,
was a
I
teacher
had
not too long
a
ago.
lot of students who I handled in my cartooning class, which is equivalent to animation.
Right.
A lot of them went abroad, and
Yeah.
some of them are in Disney.
Yes,
Yeah,
actually, there are a lot of Filipinos
Yes,
who are
excelling in that
cartoonists.
department.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And I'm really impressed. And there are really a lot from the Philippines.
Exactly. The
This is not
Philippines
because
is
I'm a
gold mine of
Filipino.
Yes,
talent.
yes.
I really believe that compared with, I'm not being racist
Yes,
here.
yes.
No, no, it's just